talk hour. What's going on? What's up, everybody? How we doing? Good. Good. I took an Uber here. Is anybody else ruined financially? Is anybody else in the red? Yeah. Sick. Cool. Yeah. Those things are way too expensive for how little they vet those drivers sometimes, you know? Like, this time it was a chill Indian guy, but the last Uber I took, it was one of those guys that was like, hey, you know, the vaccine makes you gay. I'm like, I don't want to... It's 9 in the morning. Why are we having this conversation? And you have to agree with them. You have to agree with those guys because they're behind the wheel. You just see... It's like, yeah, man, I see the oncoming traffic. Absolutely, you rule, dude. Like, you just gotta back up whatever they're saying. An Uber driver could say anything to me, and I would agree with them. They would be like, hey, you know, the Holocaust is not real. It's like, yeah, man, absolutely. Left up here. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 5 stars. You know where I live now, of course. Some little thing about me nobody could ever really guess off the bat is I'm actually an Indian guy. I'm from India. Like, my mom's Indian, and she got to this country climbing up one white dick at a time just to get that citizenship in. So I look like this, you know. I look confusing, and that's fine. It's very confusing. I know it was because I was mostly like raised by my Indian grandparents, and I picked up their accents, which was a problem because I was just this white baby coming up to people and being like, hello, my name is Wolfgang. No, you gotta cut that out. Who taught this white baby racism? Who did that? It was bad. We're gonna invent Twitter in 10 years and you're gonna be in trouble. But it's weird because I grew up in North Carolina. I grew up in North Carolina looking like this, which is very fun. I won a lot of, yeah, cool, yeah, all right. Don't expose yourself. You've just won over the, come on, don't do that. We got out of there for a reason, dude. It was weird. It was a weird time because it's like everybody thought I was like either Hispanic or like Muslim growing up. The Muslim thing was confusing because, like, you know, it's post 9/11, but rednecks really hate like ISIS and those type of people, even though they like all of the same things, you know. It's like, hey man, you like growing out your beard and being mean to gay people? It's like, that's our favorite thing. It's like, goddamn, you ever ride in the back of pickup trucks and shoot AKs? Like, every Tuesday, what the? How do we not know this? We like all the same shit. It's like, you believe in Christian gods? Like, we do. We just call them something different. It's like, oh dude, let's get her voting rights. Bye voting rights for ladies and book club. It's gone. As soon as we get the band together. They just like all the same shit, so it doesn't make sense to me, but I don't know. So another tough thing is growing up bilingual. I was a bilingual guy. I see the sea of white faces. I'm sure not everybody relates to that, but I'm not great at being bilingual, you know? Like, my mom tried to teach me both languages at the same time. She tried to teach me Gujarati, which is her native tongue, and then English, and it did not go well, because there's a lot of, like, things get lost in translations. Like, one of the big things was, like, she was like, hey, in this country, you can never say the N-word, but she never told me what that word was in English, so I just avoided everything that began with the letter N, and it quickly backfired. I was at school, and this guy came up to me and was like, hey kid, I got some candy, do you want to get in my van? I was like, no, maybe, fuck. That's a good thing about being half Indian, though. I actually didn't really have to worry about pedophiles that much. I had this mustache at age 10, you know. Like, pedophiles just thought I was a rival pedophile. You know? Hey, what are you doing here, man? This is where I like to pedophile. You can't go pedophile somewhere else, you know. Pedophile's a weird word because it's so, like, the meaning of it's so gross, it ruins anything else with the suffix file. You know, like, you could be like, oh, I'm a cinephile, and like, oh, you're like some sort of movie pedophile? That's gross. Get out of here, pal. Fuck you. I went and visited a friend in New York for June during Pride. That was interesting because the first time I heard about Pride was from a redneck. He was like, man, I can't believe those gay people get a parade in a month of themselves. I can't believe they get a parade. Straight people should have a parade. I'm like, dude, we could never have a parade. He's like, why not? It's like, because parades are super gay. It's like, you know how we're going to show those homosexuals glitter in a float? Daniel, get the glitter. I'm writing a song. We're going to build a float. It's like, what would the float even look like? You know, you can't have a truck pull a truck. That's stupid. That's a dumb float. You could never get that to work. And you'll see people like that are really homophobic. They're like some Pride things. They'll be like, "Oh, you gay people are going to hell." It's like, have you seen what they can do to a bad neighborhood? It's amazing. Hell's probably pretty nice by now. All right, guys, I'm Wolfgang Hunter. Thanks.